Making money online is pretty simple. All you gotta do is find one problem. Right here is a lawnmower blade. And every spring, like clockwork, people are going to be asking how to change this lawnmower blade. In fact, people have watched this one video 455,000 times on how to change a lawnmower blade. You simply create content teaching people how to change their lawnmower blade, how to change the oil in their lawnmower, and things like that. And then you could potentially get in front of a target audience. And then you monetize it by recommending the lawnmower blade, the different oils that they need. And if their lawnmower isn't working at all, recommend a brand new lawnmower. Then once you get good at that, you can extend that to different lawn care equipment. And if you wanted to, you could target a completely different niche, maybe the bigger lawnmowers, the zero turn, the fancy lawnmowers that some of the rich people have. Making money online is simple. You're just overcomplicating it. Oh, I wanted to get this video to 1 minute. There you go. Making money online is simple. All you gotta do is solve a problem. The problem I got right now is my car needs to be washed. Now that you've identified a problem, you simply create content to help provide a solution. For example, this video right here on how to wash a car, it has 643,000 views. And then the final step is to monetize. Think about what will help solve that person's problem faster or easier. For example, things like a foam cannon, a pressure washer, and even different types of detailing equipment you could recommend and earn affiliate commissions. In addition, you could create a short course or a short step-by-step guide teaching people how to wash their car, because if you're creating a piece of content, not all of the information is going to be in one place. It really is as simple as that. The issue that people run into is a lack of consistency and a lack of persistence. Anytime, in my experience, anytime someone runs into a hurdle, they throw their hands up and say, "This is impossible, I can't do it." But literally, if someone else figured it out, there's no reason why you can't do it either. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be great at it. You just have to solve problems for other people. Follow for more. Making money online is pretty simple. All you gotta do is, hot. Just kidding, it's not on. All you gotta do is identify one problem and create content to solve that problem. That thing I was touching is called a Blackstone griddle. And as you can see, people are looking up information regarding the Blackstone griddle literally hundreds of thousands of times. This video is just from 7 months ago. All you gotta do is identify a problem. Some problems are good, some problems are bad, and create content to solve them. Now you might be wondering, how can you monetize this? Well, you could, like these guys, no, not these guys, but one of the guys, they actually have a physical product. They partnered with a company over in China and they sell physical products. You can recommend different Blackstone griddles. They're pretty expensive. You can recommend accessories. You could become a sponsor, do brand deals, sponsorships. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just need to go out, find a problem that maybe you enjoy talking about, and create content to solve it. Also, I want you to realize that the last 3 videos, I haven't even left my house. There are literally hundreds of problems, thousands of problems in your house that you could create content and solve. Making money online is simple. All you have to do is identify a problem. And once you identify the problem, you simply create content to solve the problem. You can see this video has 648,000 views from just 3 days ago. This is for the Nintendo Switch 2, simply talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. Now you might be wondering, how do you monetize this? Well, you can monetize the games, you can actually monetize the accessories, you can monetize the Nintendo Switch 2. You could even start a membership where you offer exclusive information via Patreon or any of those other platforms out there. But all you have to do is literally identify a problem. The problem can be good or bad, and simply create content to get in front of the people that want that problem solved. That's all you have to do. Stop overcomplicating it, identify a problem, just one, and then create content to solve the problem. There are new games that come out all the time for the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. There are different accessories. You can teach people how to get online, how to download games, all very simple things, and then you can make money. It really is as simple as that. You haven't made money yet because you're overcomplicating it. Making money online is really simple. All you have to do is identify a problem and solve it. My problem is I pronate. That's where the edges of your feet or one side of your shoe gets worn down more so than the others. When someone has a problem, what do? They go to the internet and they ask questions. For example, the best shoes to fix over pronation. This has 95,000 views. As a content creator, you simply create content to solve that problem. This right here, best shoes, is a buyer's keyword. You simply create content like the best shoes to fix over pronation, and then you monetize it. Here, you can monetize it with affiliate marketing. So you could recommend the best Nike shoes to fix over pronation. People that have that problem click on your affiliate links and buy. You earn a commission. You haven't made money online yet because you're simply overcomplicating it. Making money online is really simple. You just have to identify a problem. For example, this vacuum cleaner sounds weird when I turn it on. And what happens whenever someone has a problem? They go to the internet and they start typing in questions. How to fix Dyson vacuum. They ask all sorts of questions. And what you could do is you simply create content showing people how to fix the Dyson vacuum. And if for whatever reason there's no fix, you simply recommend one that is comparable. Now you might be asking, Alston, how do you make money from this? Well, you can make money simply recommending the Dyson vacuum. You can make money recommending the different parts that are required, and you can simply get paid by the platform, but I don't recommend it. You could also create a tutorial or guide on how to fix household items and charge $7 or $17. That's 3 revenue streams, all from one problem. All you got to do is identify one problem and create content to solve that problem and think about different ways to monetize. You haven't made money online yet because you're overcomplicating the process. Follow for more. Making money online is really simple. All you got to do is identify a problem. A few years ago, I had a problem trying to install these blinds. Hey, did you know there are different ways to install? You can install them over or under. There's a bunch of ways to do it. And when I was struggling trying to install the blinds, what did I do? I went on the internet and I asked how to install blinds. As you can hear, I have another problem, but I'll make a video on that one later. So as you can see here, people are searching how to install blinds thousands of times, right? That's a problem people have, trying to install the blinds. Sometimes they don't fit. Sometimes you got to cut them down. There are different types of blinds that people are simply asking. You as a content creator, you simply create content answering that question. Now you might be wondering how to monetize this. There will be a section of people that for whatever reason can't get these blinds installed. What you can do is you could actually recommend a handyman on a website like Thumbtack. And there are certain programs out there called affiliate programs where they'll pay you a commission for recommending products and services. Thumbtack, Angie's List when it was around, services like that will actually pay you to recommend handymen to help install those blinds. You haven't made money yet online because you've overcomplicated it. Keep it simple. You know the rest. Follow for more. Making money online is really simple. All you have to do is identify one problem and create content to solve that problem. This here is a shredder. It shreds stuff. Now that we've got a problem, how to shred, different types of shredders for different sizes, you simply create content. For example, this person, top 5 paper shredders for home and office use, has 72,000 views. And the best part about this is that this is a buyer's keyword. People want to buy a shredder, and so they're going to type in top shredders for home. You simply create the content, grab your affiliate links from Amazon. This shredder, in fact, is from Amazon. You put your affiliate links in the description. People click and buy. Now, the great thing is people are looking up all sorts of different types of shredders. For example, they're typing in best paper shredder for cardboard, best paper shredder on Amazon, best paper shredder for office use. The only thing you got to do is create the content, create it consistently, and create it better than the next person. You haven't made money online yet because you're overcomplicating the process. Follow for more.